All right, everybody, welcome into a new video. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about Ascension and Project Epoch. Now, if you've been paying attention lately, you realize that Project Epoch and Project Ascension are now going to be working together going forward. Project Ascension is going to be taking care of the back end for Project Epoch, while Project Epoch focuses on the content and is in full control of all the content for the Project Epoch server, as well as the cash shop completely. Ascension is going to, like I said, take care of the back end. Epoch is going to be playable on using the Ascension launcher, which is now available to be updated, and the Project Epoch client is actually able to be downloaded on the Ascension launcher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go through really quickly how to go ahead and accomplish that. This is very, very straightforward. Prior to doing any of this stuff, I highly recommend that you just go through and delete all that you have on your computer, like all of your Project Epoch files and all that stuff. I recommend that you delete all that stuff. I did, and I got rid of everything, so I'm starting fresh. Okay, now if you have never ever used, signed up to a Project Ascension or downloaded their launcher or played on any of their servers, this is where you want to pay attention. If you have already downloaded the launcher, then you can skip ahead probably about like 2 minutes and you can go from there. All right, but what I recommend, if you've never done this before, never played Ascension, just go to their website, and the website will be linked in the description below. Go to that link and then hit the login button. I don't recommend you use this sign me up button. My girlfriend tried doing that earlier and it gave her issues, so I had her do what I did and she had no issues. So just go ahead and hit the login button. If you have a login, go ahead and log in. Otherwise, hit the registration button and just go through that. Once you register, log in to the website, as I am doing right now. And once you have logged into the website, there will be a button on the top that says download. Okay, go ahead and hit that button and it will download the launcher setup. Go ahead and double click that and download the launcher. Once the launcher is all downloaded, it will look like this, except for this will say live. All right, this is what it will look like. Now, if you already have Ascension, all you have to do is just re-download it. If it's already downloaded, just go ahead and update your launcher, and then this is where you want to go ahead and pay attention. So it's really very straightforward. All you have to do is hit this little down arrow here. You click that, and then you go to Project Epoch, click Project Epoch, and hit the button here that is going to say install, and that is it. That is all you have to do. And you are ready to play on the stress test that more than likely will be in about 2 days, Friday or Saturday. Or if you are not interested in the stress test and just wait for, straight up launch, that maybe will be coming, I'm guessing, around Monday, Monday, something like that, based on how the stress test goes. Okay. Now, add-ons. Right, when it comes to add-ons, you can either do that manually, and if you want to do that manual, I'll show you manually, not manual. If you want to do that manually, I will show you that in a second. However, if you want to do it through their launcher, this is something I'm trying. All right, I'm going to assume that these add-ons are going to work just fine for Epoch, so I am going to use some of the add-ons over here that I like. Just like PF Quest, Move Anything, MSBT. I'm going to be using Bagnon, Auctionator, Atlas Loot, AI voiceover, and there's a couple others that I'm going to be using. Okay, so just go ahead and hit the download button on those, and then hit the home button. When this comes back up, you're ready to go. All right. Now, if you want to install things manually and get this stuff through GitHub and go that route, then that's fine. Just go ahead and hit this cogwheel right here and go to settings, and then hit the button that says open game directory. All right, when you click that game directory button, it is going to go ahead and open for you. This is your little directory. You want to go to interface, and then you want to put everything into that add-ons menu right there. And if I click my add-ons menu, you can see the AI voiceover, the Atlas loot, the auctionator, the Bagnon, MSBT, PF Quest, all the unit frames improved, all those like add-ons that I click to download are all downloaded into my interface add-ons folder and are ready to go. All right. If this does not work, if the add-ons that are on their launcher don't work properly, I will just go ahead and go straight to the add-ons folder, delete them, and get them through GitHub just as easily. I'm not going to really worry about it on launch. I'm just going to kind of play the game. I'm not going to worry too much about, UI add-ons and stuff like that. I'm just going to kind of try to get through myself, kind of make tracks and get somewhere, get either ahead of the pack or behind the pack, whichever way it is. And then I will go ahead and stop and smell the roses and do stuff like that. Okay. Now that is really about it. It's like I said, it's very straightforward. It's very simple. I know some of you might be thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to play Epoch still because, Ascension is involved and this and that. And you guys have spent a lot of time on various different Discords and, reading, Reddit. And there's a whole bunch of people who have all this information that you've got to hear that are saying, oh, this is going to happen and it's going to be horrible. And you've spent so much time reading and hearing all these doom and gloom stories. Just play. If you're interested in Epoch, if you had interest in Epoch, just play. If you don't like it, then stop playing. It doesn't have to be that serious, okay? My plans going forward are very, very different than what I normally do, okay? Going forward, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be playing Epoch and I'm going to play Turtle WoW simultaneously, all right? This is how I'm going to do it. Whichever one comes out first, I'm assuming that it's going to be Turtle WoW that's going to come out first, okay? Because Turtle WoW is launching this Sunday, all right? Turtle WoW is going to come out. I assume it's going to come out first. Regardless if it comes out first or second, I'm going to play Turtle WoW first, all right? And what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to create my character. I'm going to do probably like the first 20 levels and run like the first handful of dungeons, all right? I'm talking about Dead Mines, Wailing Caverns. I might go and do, Shadowfang Keep and, something like right around there. Get the first 20 to 25 levels, all right? Then I'm going to go ahead and take a break from Turtle and hop onto a Project Epoch. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to run I'm going to do all the low level stuff. And then I'm going to run all those little low level dungeons. And I'm going to be making this really cool content. And I'm going to compare apples to apples. I'm going to do Elwyn Forest to Elwyn Forest. Dead Mines to Dead Mines, Desolate to Desolate, Stranglethorn Vale to Stranglethorn Vale. I'm going to be comparing their content, Turtle WoW's content to Epoch's content. I'm going to be comparing the custom dungeons compared to the other custom dungeons. You got both games have, they have not necessarily a reimagining. Epoch is more of a reimagining of Dead Mines and Wailing Caverns. It's not just additions. As far as Turtle WoW, they're just essentially additions. They just added wings. All the original stuff is still the original stuff. They didn't really mess with any of the original stuff. They just kind of added to. There are some openings where there were walls before, and you can explore areas that you couldn't explore before. It's just kind of like that. There were certain doors, like in Dead Mines, that were closed, where now the door has been open and you can go through there. And it's really cool with I haven't played Epoch yet, but for instance, all the extra wings in all the dungeons for Turtle WoW have story quests that actually are involved with going into all of those areas. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun to see. So especially if you've never seen anything like that, I'm excited to see if Project Epoch does something like that. Really excited to see the differences between the two. So that is what I'm going to be doing going forward. I'm going to be playing both games simultaneously. And, yeah, it's something I've never done, so I'm interested in that. Anyways, if you like this video, please definitely give it a like and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/HeroVision. I am live all the time, and the second that you know, Turtle WoW comes out, I am going to be playing that. And I will also, like I said, once I get to 25, which is really not going to take me that long, I'm going to go and hop over to Ascension and be playing that. And I'm going to be going back and forth between the two games. So I'm excited, and I hope to see a lot of you guys there. Take care. Enjoy your weekend.